Hey y'all, what's up? Big Wooly here, and welcome back to another episode of our FTB Skies Expert Let's Play. So, in today's episode, we are going to take on the Gaia. The Gaia Guardian is one of the bosses from the Britannia series, or the only boss, I guess, in the Britannia pack. Now, we've been building up to this over the last couple episodes, getting our gear together, so without further ado, let's get into it. So to get started on the Gaia fight, we are going to need to construct the arena, or I don't know what they call it. We need to make some of these things, the Gaia pylons. We're going to need, I believe it's 4 of these, which require some mana pylons. Let's be lazy, okay? Let's be lazy. So let's just say you need that, and then you need this, and then put both of those into our molecular assemblers, and we can just tell it to make us 4 of them. So there's those. Make me 4 Gaia pylons. Gaia pylons. Craft 2, 3, 4. All right, now for the summoning of the Gaia, I don't remember what all else we need per se, because I have not done this in a while. Let's go take a look over here at our mana manifest, and then Ritual of the Gaia. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a beacon for the center, and I think it has to be a tier 1 beacon. We're also going to need a model framework, because we want to data model the Gaia Guardian for our Gaia Spirit Essence thingy doohickeys. So there's our data model. We're going to grab out our deep learner. Once our Gaia pylons are done, we're going to just need to grab out some Terra Steel, which I don't know how it's not. Oh, I haven't done the Agglomeration factory. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me make us up a little bit of Terra Steel, and then we will get going on the Gaia fight. Now all we need is a beacon. Bring home the bacon. Beacon. Oh god. So this is going to complete the Britannia chapter. You know you're getting towards the end of a pack when you start getting chapter completes on other stuff. Do I think we're going to 100% this pack? No. Did I ever intend to? No. I don't know. I'm not too big on 100%. I do like completing the quest line if I can. But more often than not, everyone loses interest in it before I am done. So, there we go. All right, let's go look at the book. It's the Reading Rainbow. Just one look. It's in a book. This is this the right one? Let's see. Mana manipulation. Alphamancy, Ritual of the Gaia. Okay. So here we go. We can visualize it. And we're going to put it, somewhere like that. So now that we visualized it, we can see we do need iron. So we're going to need blocks of iron. So iron. And so it needs to be a tier 1 beacon for this first ritual. Put in our beacon. Then our pedestals. Right here. Oh, I got those. That's crazy. Take these out. Okay, next one. And last one. Oh, that's a reach here. Oh, it's the multi-jump that's doing that. So you can't hold space to bounce up and down. I don't know why I'm doing that when I could just, creative flight it like a dummy. All right, there we go. So now we have it. We have our stuff. The one thing I did not do was get our backpack set up for food, but I'm a glutton for punishment. So let's just do it now. For those of you who have never done the Gaia fight, this is about to get loud and very rock and roll. So party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. It makes it my model. That's cool. Oh god, where'd you go? Wow, I am doing some damage. Holy cow. Oh, this is the phase where it summons the mobs. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to kill the one that's outside the range. Oh, something just stole my weapon. Where'd it go? Where'd my sword go? Where did my sword just go? There we go. Something happened to my sword, though. Oh, now it's back. What the heck? But there you have it. That is the Gaia Guardian. There are multiple tiers of the Gaia Guardian, which actually make the battle even more difficult. We may need to do some of those. I don't know. We shall see. But let's refill our holes here. And then look at what all we got. We got a ton of loot. Like, let's see. Inert gems, chipped lightning gems. Cool. I thought mobs weren't supposed to drop whole gems anymore. Sweet. We got 8 Gaia spirits. We needed those. We need these wither bones, too. I wish I'd known there was going to be... Oh, crap! Y'all let me forget it. We didn't get our data model, so now we get to do that 6 more times still. But I'm going to make it an extra data model because there were wither skeletons that got summoned in there, and if I can get a data model going for wither skeletons, I can check out something here. So... in the comments of the last episode, Dadman Andy, I do believe, is the one that said it. But if you shift right click with the sword I've been using forever in the air, it gives us this, where we can put these heart canisters in here. Now, what they do or how they buff it, I don't see any kind of information about that. Like, I don't know. I tried to look, so it's Bobbly Hearts is the name of the mod. But if you come look, there's like not a guidebook or anything per se that tells me how to use these, so I'm not real sure what. Like, whatever, so I'm going to try to see if I guess I can go find any more info about them or whatever, but we can apparently upgrade this sword even more, but I was worried about whether we were going to survive that fight, and quite frankly, that was a joke. So, I am not going to make you watch it, but I am going to go ahead and kill this thing 6 times. Hopefully we can get a data model for a wither skeleton out of it too, which would be awesome. And I will be back with you. All right, y'all. This is a little weird. So I'm the Gaia Guardian? Question mark? Either way. We got our 6 kills to get that to basic, and we got a quarter of the way through basic on the wither skeleton data model, which is hilarious because for killing them, I got a faulty model where I would have to kill more. But either way, we've got them. And we managed to get 62 Gaia Spirit. Now, those essences, if we go to their uses, those are what we were after because we are going to need to make Gaia Spirit ingots, which take Terra Steel and 4 of those to craft. And for the quest turn in, how many was it? Do we remember? Anybody remember? Put it in the comments before I click on it. 16. So we would need 16 times a 4 worth of those or a full stack. So we're like 2 short. But what we'll do, we'll go ahead and head out to Automation Station, and we've got a couple of these that are doing nothing, I believe, so we can toss one in there, we can toss one in there, and these should already have export buses on them to get the prediction matrices crafted up and in there. Now, this is just going to get us the predictions for these 2 going, but once we have the predictions coming in for the Gaia here, we can go to uses on it, put it in a loot fabricator, and we can craft the fruit of the Gaia or the Gaia Spirit from those. And from our wither skeleton, the thing that we need for the bobbly heart stuff, we can craft up the withered bones as one of our options, along with wither skeleton skulls and a couple of other things. So we're going to need to get a few more of these Gaia Spirit before we can mark that quest complete. What else were we waiting on? Oh, we were just waiting on the resources to make the Firite ingots. So can we request 200? Well, actually 512. Well, there's 14 in there, so 500. What are we missing? There we go. Drenched steel ingots. So I think that's going to be where we need to go next. So let me go take a look at the pattern, and I will meet you guys in the elemental craft area. So right here on our elemental infuser, we should be able to just toss in our drenched steel recipe, and this will get us what we need. Now, because we have the drenched steel in the compacting drawer, you know, it'll give us the blocks we need later on. We may end up having to tell the system how to make those recipes, which can wreak havoc. You know, compacting drawers and auto crafting, there's always a struggle. Usually level emitters are the easiest way to fix that, but, you know, we'll see. Now, the last thing we're going to need to do to make sure this works is we need to come to where our list is, and we need to make sure to whitelist our drenched steel so it can pull it off of the elemental altar infusion doohickey thingy. So now we've automated our drenched steel, which allows us to make all the Terra steel that we need, all of that good stuff. Where were we going with all of this, Wooly? What's the point? Oh, the point was we need 512 Firite ingots. And we have 14. Can you make our 500 now? It says it can. So there we go. That's going to take a few minutes to craft up. But if we get all 500 of that Firite and it works through, we'll check on it as we look at other things. But if we get all 500 of that, that's going to get us the 256 flux ingots we need, flux infused ingots, because those take a Firite ingot each in the Power energizing orb. Now, our Gaia spirit ingots, we were missing 4 of those. So if we were to head out here, we could probably just send them through this fabricator with no issues. So let's see, Gaia. Oh God, we got 816 predictions already. So if we take these Gaias and we stick them in there and we tell it we want Gaia spirits, there we go. So that's going to get us the Gaia spirits we need. That should be enough right there, 64. So if we toss these in and we tell it Gaia steel, these Gaia spirit ingots, now we need Terra steel. Probably time to make the industrial agglomeration factory so that we don't have to continue to make the Terra steel by hand, and we can do it in an automated way. All right, y'all. Progress in the pack. We're going to need to get our terrestrial agglomeration plate automated, the industrial agglomeration factory. I went ahead, crafted up all the things we need for that, and there we have it. So now let's go take a look at getting this thing tied in. So hopefully it can take mana from the splitter like everything else. Let's grab our wand and make sure this is... Nope. See, that blocks the line of sight for the other, and now it's only going to point at this. So this is not going to work because now my other ones won't get mana. So let's just grab another pattern provider. Make sure we got some channels over here. What are we on? 7 of 8. We have a single channel to work with, which should be fine. Let's grab out some cable. Put a pattern provider there. Toss this agglomeration factory on top. And then now we're going to need to see... I wonder, can we use a spark? I don't know if that's going to put mana in it, but I wonder if it can draw mana from it. I guess the only way to find out is to try and tell it to craft something. So let's wrench this the right way. Let's go make a pattern for Terra Steel and see what happens. Terra Steel. Terra Steel ingot. There we go. All of it's craftable. So I wonder if that spark will send it. All right, TerraSteel, make me... oh, it needs to be on a single at a time. And then make me 10. So no, it will not pull mana that way. Okay. I guess we're going to need another mana spreader and another mana pool. Come over. And then let's get a pool, Fluix, mana pool. Had one more fabulous mana pool. That was pretty perfect. So now we should have full mana. Let's look at mana spreaders. I think we can just craft up this elven one. We should be able to make them into Gaia now. Gaia shards. Oh, we need the catalyst. Okay, so we can't make that one quite yet, but it is definitely in our future if we need it. So here is a mana spreader, and then we're just going to grab our wand. And point it at the factory. So then all that should be left is we need a laser node. Whoa, did y'all see that? Oopsie. All right, so we grabbed our laser node. Let's set a filter. So you are going to need, oh, we need our card holder and a basic filter. You're going to get one of those, which is an extract. We'll set you to 8 and the lowest, even though it doesn't really matter. And then the only thing we have in here so far is TerraSteel. So now it can export TerraSteel. We just need to link it to this other network of laser nodes, and then now it should have a path back to reinsert it down there. And this should be fully automated, although it's going to be slow, it looks like. So, is what it is. But there we have it. So now we have our terrestrial agglomeration plate all tied into our automation. We will be able to automate any of the Britannia patterns that we need to that are made there. Boy, this is taking a solid minute. At least the items don't despawn on the ground while you're waiting on all the mana. Cool. So that automates that. Now, let's go see how we do on progression. The reason we need that is we need the TerraSteel for the Gaia Spirit ingots to be able to complete this tier. But we do have 256 of each of these to turn in that we requested to be crafted beginning of this episode, into last episode, not sure which one. But there we go. So there's those. And then let's see, Gaia... We have plenty of that, so all that we're missing is the TerraSteel for the craft. So let me wait this out, and we'll turn those in. Okay, y'all. So this is ugly, but works. I figured out how to get our AE2 to export the mana via an export bus. Tossed a bunch of acceleration cards in here to speed it up, and it works. So we had set the mana spreader up, and I thought it was going to take absolutely forever. And I'm like, there's got to be a way if I have a disk to export it. So I came in here and looked at my system and noticed, okay, it shows I've got 2.1 bajillion mana from Britannia. So then I attempted to bookmark it using the letter A. You'll notice something disappeared. But if I clear this out and hit A again, I get this thing that says warped generic stack over here in my bookmarks. Well, if you take that and you drag it to an export bus, it will show as mana. And then now, if we request some TerraSteel, do another 10, you can see mana's going down, mana's also going up. Now, it is still not fast enough to keep up with the agglomeration factory, but it is way faster than the mana spreader was on its own. The mana spreader was 20 minutes in, and hadn't even gotten to here. And this thing is doing them in a couple of seconds with just an export bus. Now, I don't know if we can add like a second export bus or if there's, like maybe an advanced exporter in here or something. I don't know that does it faster. I think there is an extended export bus. So we could attempt to see if maybe one of those does it quicker. Extended export bus. So let's make up one of those and see if that's any faster. Oh, thank you, Mr. B, for filling my inventory with stuff. So there is our extended export bus. So let's break this. Give me my stuff back. Okay, and then let's put in our extended one. Try it again. Now that seems super duper slow. So we won't really know till we go to craft more, but that is how you can export your mana into here. I don't know why it took me 95 episodes to find that. Well, I mean, if we're being honest, look, you try to bookmark it, it's like some random thing, but that worked to get our mana going into here. So if you're dealing with this in your worlds, bookmark it, even though it's nothing, click and drag it, and there you'll have it. Mana being exported into your agglomerations or any of these that require mana. So our runic altar, our mechanical mana pool, and the portal to Alfheim all could use this same method. Now, Gaia, we should have enough. So we need 16. There we go. Let's turn those in. And there we have it. We're going to have to learn what this creative rune is for. I really don't know. And go from there. Now, I did go ahead and get a couple of other things going for this next tier for us. So let's wrap up today's episode by just having a turn-in fest. Let's turn in all sorts of stuff. So you can go in storage. We're going to sit you to the side until we figure out what you're for. So that creative rune, I don't really know what it's for, but we can figure it out. I made up some stable ingots for this next tier, so we can turn those in. We need 1,000 Eye of Ender, which I crafted, as you can see right there. So now we should be able to turn in the 1,000 Eye of Ender. Dimensional shards, no problem. Ender cores, 32. There we go. Tell the system to make those up for us. And then the last thing, we have to craft the third eye. So the third eye, shoot, we can probably just, let's go look in here. Third eye. Oh, look at that. Everything we need is either already available or on autocraft. All right, first couple of ender cores finished. There we go. Craft up our third eye. And now we're just waiting on our 32 ender cores to finish that we need for the turn-in. Okay, so we crafted our 32 ender cores, but it did not take them. Gave us the quest credit just for having them in our inventory. Last thing, we did craft up our third eye, so we can submit that. Creative Reclamation Chamber. Interesting. No catalyst use. Catalysts. What would that be for? What would their intended use be for this? Let's see, uses. No catalyst use. So some of the stuff we have to have catalysts in the machines to make, I guess? Question mark? I don't know. We'll have to find it. Oh, I replaced these in between clips. So we'll see if when I unload the world and reload the world, if these stop again or if that is the fix. And if so, I will let you know. So we were working on generator. We were working on our second one here for back here for our pressure chamber. And I literally was just going to replace them as they sat with these. So now we'll know after we relog the world, and I will update you guys if the tier 2 doesn't, if it still stops or if they start fine when you restart your world. So what are we missing? Let's take a look at this next one. We have everything we need for the 1,000 catalyst, ender catalyst. We're getting those from one of our predictions we're running. So let's pull these out and submit them. Perfected gem catalyst. I know we've made them before, and I think I just added a pattern. So what if I tell you to make 128? You're missing 2 pristine fire gems. Okay, so we're going to need to make some gems to get into that, but that is going to carry us. As you can see, the rest of this is infused dragon's breath, which was one of the reasons we got into our apotheosis last episode, is we're going to need it for some of these in-game quests. So we're going to need to have all of these bookshelves to be able to shuffle them around and get the different levels to do our infusion. And then end fiber. So end fiber, we need actual popped chorus fruit. So we're going to need to be able to get to the end to get ourselves a chorus flower so that we can grow it. That also lines right up with where we are progression-wise. So we are one stop away from being able to start crafting our importal frames. Let's plan on getting into cryo-infused osmia ingots in the next episode and potentially crafting our importal frames. But with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. It's been a lot of fun for me. I am super excited about the progress we're making on this final row. I've tried to look through it and look for things that could potentially be massive roadblocks for us, and I don't think I see anything. I think that we're going to get there. Now these, we're probably going to have to make some more bees for those. That's no biggie. This dimensional mine shaft, not a problem. This one here, we're going to have to make a bunch of runes, but with our runic altar, no big deal. Gaia steel ingots, we got going down that road today. We don't have an automated block for the Gaia agglomeration plate, but, no biggie. We're only going to have to make 8 for the quest progression. Aphid essences, we could turn those in right now if it would let us. Globetrotter sash. Now, this is a Botania one I've never made, so it's a Sojourner sash. Yeah, doesn't look too complicated. Melodium, we already have automated. So then we start looking at some of these. We're going to need to get some Drigme charms. We're going to need some fruit manipulation essences, Glacio, ice shard ore. So we're going to have to make the ore or go silk touch it, I guess. And then, yeah, I'm not seeing things that are that awful crazy to make between us and the end. So, yeah, antimatter. That's going to be probably the biggest one because you don't get antimatter in a hurry. So we probably should get that started. Creative item cell. Oh, that basically gives you, I guess, access to any item in the game would be my guess. Or it holds unlimited. I don't know. But there we have it. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this episode, smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, please hit subscribe for future notifications. Ring the bell, all that jazz. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.